tusk. Thanks to you, I sense the spirit of the town starting to revive. I am extremely grateful. Arigato. Speaking of the spirit of the town, you will have seen the windmill-like structure at the heart of Minato. The citizens call it the spirit wheel. I know nothing of the workings of Karakuri, so I have no idea how it could be made to turn again as I believe it once did. But it is my earnest wish to see it too, one day revived, turning proudly and purposefully above the town, as people prosper in the streets below. If only my hollow stewardship allowed me some small degree of influence. Forgive me, I digress. I summoned you to ask for your help. The capital is crying out for new handicrafts. With your skills at our disposal, I believe we may be able to oblige. They will require materials that can only be obtained from the Tsunobashiri, a glider kimono found on Natsugodachi Isle. I request that you hunt one. For some time, the hunters here have taken no prey beyond the Harigasumi Way, and the materials are all delivered to Suzuran-sensei for her studies. You may reach the isle by boat. Speak with the head of the Guild of Fishermen, Tsumori Nobumitsu. I do apologize for asking so much of you, but this hunt would prove most valuable to the town. There is no great urgency, however. I understand you have many demands on your time. So many citizens are clamoring for your skills. It is my earnest wish that you oblige them also. In doing so, you afford Minato great strength.
Oh yeah, いらっしゃい. Do come in. Look at you. The picture of health as always. Ah, you are such a delight. Tell me your needs and I am sure I can arrange a handsome discount.
Oh! Over here! Over here! All right. Looks like it's time to ship out at last. You took your time and nearly nodded off. Especially with this beautiful weather we're having. So, how's the hunting going? You must be doing something right. Everybody looks a lot happier around here since you turned up. Really? That's great. I've been hearing good things about you all over town. I really hope you like the place too. So, you need passage to the Spirit Isle, do you? Believe me, you don't want to go there unprepared. That's where the big fish are, if you know what I mean. The kimono on the isle are a lot tougher than the ones you've been hunting along the old Blossom Trail. I think the spine glider inhabits the south side of the island, but I don't know exactly where you find it. In days gone by, hunters had karakuri that helped them find their prey. Without something like that, you'll just have to trawl around for it the old-fashioned way. And hope you don't net something you can't handle. I don't know. Maybe you're ready for anything. But it wouldn't hurt to check over your weapons and armor before we leave. If you're worried, pay Natsume a visit. She'll sort you out with some great equipment, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, one other thing. You know the Guild of Fishermen handles everything to do with shipping? Trade as well as fishing. Well, we quite often run into trouble that could use a good hunter like yourself. So if you're ever short of work, just give me a shout. Of course we would reward you for your efforts.
Did you know?
I envy you. Your feathers are so rarely ruffled.
By studying your equipment, I've managed to develop some... sumimasen. Could I ask you to do a job for me? I've been getting so much work recently, and my stock of materials is starting to run low. It's good for business, but I can't possibly fulfill all these orders with what I have left. So I was hoping you could gather some more materials for me. Not as a favor, as a job, of course. I don't suppose this was a problem back when all the karakuri were working. If you could bring me what I need as soon as you have it, I'd be ever so grateful. I hope it goes well.
I've learned to make some new stuff, if you care.
You must be the hunter everyone in Minato is talking about lately. I'm Rudy. Pleased to meet you. I do trade up and down the whole country. Right now, there's something you might just be able to help me with. I've been asked to supply some Springwatch monitor materials, you see. Lots of them, and as quickly as possible. There's only so much I can ask of my usual contacts, so... I was wondering if you'd be interested? I do some of it myself, but the truth is... well... never mind. Anyway, this is a really big order, so I'll make it worth your while. I hope you can help.
Ready to go?
Excellent.
Let's go! This should do it. Let's go!
Let's make a move. Let's make a move.
Yeah, here.
Let's make a move.
Make life easy. Time to move.
to be.
Down you go!
Destroy them! Yeah, run! In case it's needed.
might be useful later.
Too easy. Someone's had a good hunt. Any materials you collected? I feel like there's more life in Minato now, somehow. It must be you. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. Right. You couldn't come with me for a minute, could you? There's a little thing you might be able to help me with. Yataro here is a bit stuck for some materials. I was thinking maybe you could gather them up for him?
I didn't ask for any help. Why are you sticking your nose in?
Come on. Stop being so stubborn. You were grumbling before about not being able to carry on with your work.
Maybe I was. But that doesn't mean I need help from an outsider. Alright. If you're that insistent.
You've got a solid offer of help here, Yataro. You'd be mad not to take it. Where's that list you showed me before of everything you need? Just give it to the hunter here, and we can all get on.
Fine.
Great. When you found everything, just give it straight to Yataro, would you? Arigato!
If you don't mind that, I've learned to make some new stuff, if you care. If you want something, spit it out. All the right materials in the right quantities? Didn't think you'd come through.
Whoa! Did you manage to find everything already?
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? Now you can push on with your work. Did you thank your new supplier yet?
No? Why? I'm giving a reward, aren't I?
I should think so. But it never hurts to say thanks, you know?
Look, you're the one who asked for the help in the first place. All right, if I have to. I just want to say, stop being so weird.
Oi, wait a minute! Sorry. I bet you're wondering why you bothered, aren't you? He's always been like that, though. But he's been through a lot, so don't think too badly of him. Of course, that's no excuse for being crabby. I'll have a word with him later.
Are you alright, Ji-san? Do you need another rest?
It wasn't like this when the Karakuri were working. It was a breeze to get up to the top back then.
Ah, you hunted a Tsunobashiri for us, did you? Those spine gliders are tough. We owe you one. Arigato. You're clearly well able to do your job then. But how are you holding up? No strange sensations? Excellent. That's good to hear. You must tell me at once if you notice anything out of the ordinary. Having a karakuri implanted in your body may have consequences you're not expecting. The seed is a very old karakuri, the crystallization of wisdom amassed by the ancient hunters. It will make a deep physiological and mental connection with you. It allows its host to conjure and control karakuri, to influence the ki that flows through the entire natural world, in fact. Until now, I honestly believed it was a fairy tale. I certainly never imagined that I'd see it with my own eyes. Side effects? Well, there are certainly pitfalls. Firstly, I don't believe you can manipulate karakuri wherever and whenever you like. You've experienced that already, of course. You haven't been able to make use of karakuri here in Minato, for example, have you? Secondly, although the seed is said to contain the ingredients for a plethora of karakuri, it would appear you can't conjure them all whenever you like. I imagine there has to be some sort of trigger to stimulate the requisite memory. Given that it's a hunter's device, it seems reasonable to assume that those triggers will occur in the course of hunting activities. And thirdly, I dare say this is the most pertinent of the pitfalls from your perspective. The seed is deeply embedded in your heart. So deeply that one can no longer function without the other. What I'm trying to say is that if that tiny karakuri were to break, you would die. Now, it's not especially fragile, so there's no need to panic, but still, I would treat it with due care. Good. Yes, before you go, there's one last thing. There's a small task I'd like you to undertake. Or rather, the town elders have decided it should be done. It may even result in the first pitfall that I mentioned before being rendered moot. I think it would be quicker to show you rather than trying to explain further. Would you accompany me to the Spirit Isle? We can leave whenever you're ready. And Natsume will be coming along too. So, a trip to the island. A boat trip. Unavoidable. Since your arrival in Minato, I've redoubled my research efforts. You've rekindled my passion for the unknown.
How you doing? Now working your fingers? You want to know what's still to do? All right then. Bye for now.
The Yataro boy is so rude. Doesn't even say hello.
Hey, how's it going? Bye for now.
time to hunt.
Well, when you go up against...
Yeah.
I forgot how much I hate boats.
Are you alright, Sensei? You did say you'd explain what we're doing here when we'd arrived.
I'll be fine. So, there is an old ruin on the island here where the natural flow of ki has stagnated. I need you to clear the blockage. I think... You said you tried it before, didn't you? In the Nanohana field along the old Blossom Trail.
I think you told me you broke the stagnant crust and that made your karakuri work?
I'd like you to do the same thing here. I learned that a particular material is required for the job, and through meticulous research, I've managed to ascertain which kemono to hunt to obtain it. It's a kemono called Jigokuzaru, or lava back.
As far as we know, it's lived on this island since ancient times. Apparently, Minato's hunters have never been a match for it.
Your confidence is reassuring, but I don't want you taking any unnecessary risks. If it seems too much for you, return to Minato and reconsider your approach.
I hear that the lavaback lives on the north side, but there are other kemono on the island too. Perhaps hunting some of those first would be a good plan. Then I can make you stronger equipment with the materials.
Let's hope this really does help Minato flourish again.
Sensei?
Sorry, I was muttering to myself. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. I've taken the liberty of adding a rather special karakuri to your gauntlet. I have a matching one, and together they'll allow us to communicate when we're too far away to speak to each other. It'll all become clear once you use it. We'll contact you in a little while, so don't be surprised if you suddenly hear our voices. Remind me never to take a boat anywhere again. ever.
Are you alright? Don't worry about Sensei.
This should do it.
Time to move.
Hello? Can you hear us? Good. It seems to be functioning well.
It really worked! Let me see that.
Hands off, Natsume. I know you. You'll pull it apart.
But I always try to put things back together again.
Now, we'll help as best we can via this karakuri.
All these broken boats. What happened here?
This is where the samurai of the Ishido clan were driven back to when Kemono attacked. Though ultimately I believe it was Ago clan pursuers who finished them off. These must be the boats they sailed in. You would have been very young. I doubt you remember.
But actually, I do have some vague memories from that time. I was playing with Nomi, and suddenly San said we were to go outside. I could tell by the look in my father's eyes that he really meant it. He must have been very scared, I think.
In case it's needed.
ありがたい。
Excellent.
Let's go! This should do it.
Has your seasickness passed, Sensei? Perhaps you should have stayed in Minato? Especially since we have this wonderful karakuri.
Unfortunately, it has a relatively short range. By my calculations, just about enough to cover the island at present, but no more.
in case it's needed. Putting this here. This should do it.
This one.